April 2nd, 4:46. We made it to the Springer Mountain parking lot. My family's gonna stay the first night with me, and I think it's like a mile into Springer Mountain, and we're gonna camp there tonight. And yeah, it's raining. We made it to the shelter, and I'm camping here with my family. The spring is right here, and the shelter's back over there. And the start is back through the woods there. We'll go around in the morning, 0.2 miles, and we'll see you then. We made it to the first white blaze. It cleared up a lot, and you can actually see out there. Family, and see it on the trail. We're taking our first break, and we did 4.1 miles in 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes, including some breaks. And my family left at the parking lot right near Springer Mountain. It's me and my dad for 3 days, and we're stopping to eat lunch. Here's Long Creek Falls. It's about 5 miles in. It's a little side trail that we took. Hey guys, we are camped at Horse Gap. We did about 10.5 miles today, and we couldn't have asked for better weather. It was raining last night, and then it cleared up this morning, and it was blue skies all day. It was pretty good. Now we're making dinner. I'm eating some chicken and ramen noodles. Yep, it's great. Hey guys, so last night we stayed at Horse Gap, and we had quite the wind and rain, and didn't start raining. The wind was coming from the south for the evening, so it was nice and warm, and then about 11 o'clock it started pouring, and we found out Dad's tent doesn't have a waterproof fly, so I had to wear a rain jacket while I slept. And then the wind changed directions this morning. It was coming from the north, so we decided, it was a really strong wind, so we decided to keep hiking so we can find a spot to cook breakfast before we eat, because it was not happening in the gap. And we've been going for a bit. My knee's feeling pretty good. It hurt in the night, but the brace thing I have actually works really well, so we're gonna keep on going and get some breakfast soon. We're here at Sassafras Mountain. This is almost the top. At least I think. Up there. Looks like it's the top. Not sure. Dad's up there. We'll go find him. Hey guys, it turned out to be a really beautiful day, and it's perfect temperature now. This morning was freezing, but it turned out to be nice. We just ate lunch at Gooch Gap, and we're gonna hike on to Preaching Rock, which is 20-something miles from Springer. And then tomorrow we'll try and do hike all the way to Neel's Gap over Blood Mountain. That'll be a big day because Blood Mountain's pretty big. And Dad's still with me back there. I don't see him, but he's coming. I think his trail name should be Mosey, because he likes to mosey up the hills. These Georgia mountains are kind of tough, but they're so awesome. Hey guys, it's the 4th. We made it to Woody Gap, and it is 3:30. We're gonna push on for a few more miles tonight. Yeah. Here's what it looks like out there. Here's our first good view. Hey guys, it is Easter morning. Last night we camped at Lance Creek, and there was at least 80 other hikers there. It was super crowded because the next 6 miles there's no camping unless you have a bear canister. So a lot of people stayed there to be able to get over Blood Mountain, because I think it's the highest point in Georgia on the AT. I don't know if that's right, but I heard that. And so it's a good climb. So tons of people stayed there. Last night I slept all through the night without waking up, which was great. And now we're headed towards Blood Mountain. I've got probably about a day and a half worth of extra food that I didn't really need to carry, and I have a resupply at Neel Gap. So I don't know if I'm gonna carry all the food or just send some of it home and get it later. I'm not sure yet. Definitely packed too much food, and all my gear's working out pretty good, except for a couple of the stuff sacks that I sewed. They're coming apart at the seams, so I realized I didn't leave enough seam for them and should have double stitched some of this stuff. So don't really know what's gonna happen with that, but we'll figure it out. We made it up to the top of Blood Mountain. It's 12 o'clock. It was a lot easier than I remembered, but this is the view. It's a pretty day. And here's the shelter. We made it to Neel Gap. It's like 31 point something miles. My dad's heading home, and I'll see my family and resupply, and then keep going on. I'm gonna hike about a mile to the next campsite tonight, and then keep going in the morning. I think that's the outfitter. I don't know, I'll find out.